Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to create fireworks in Cinema 4D. So it's real simple. Um, and basically what you want to do is you want to go to Simulate, Emitters, Basic Emitter, and this is going to be the main source of your particles for the fireworks. Um, there is another emitter we're going to want to use later to create the explosion effect, but this is the main source of your initial particles. And so let me just make sure these are going upwards. Yep. So make sure they're going upwards and then go to emission under the basic emitter and change the size of this so that it's a bit longer. I'll go to 850 here, and then you can change the size along the y-axis to make it a little thinner. We'll go to 50 here, and one thing we want to do is we want to change the rate of this to 5 so that there's less particles being shot out. And then you also want to change your timeline to something like 500 to give these particles more time to play out. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to simulate forces, gravity, and we'll add gravity as a child to the particle group. We'll change the acceleration to 30 centimeters. And what this does is it slows down the particles and it gives them an arc so that they fall down once they reach their apex. And so that's important to do. And we also want to go to our basic emitter and then go to properties. And we want to change the spread of these particles. The spread is under direction. And we want to change the spread of this to 45 degrees. So what this will do is it will make the particles go in different directions. It will give them some variability in that regards. It will just change up their trajectories a bit, essentially. So that's another important thing to do. And so we want to make these particles explode though. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Simulate, Conditions, Condition, and we'll make this condition a child of the particle group again. And so basically what we want to do inside the condition is we want to go to Condition, and we want to change the comparison to inside range. And we want the range to be 100 frames to 150 frames with a chance of 30. So what this is our new condition. Basically, once the particles are inside the range that we have here, they will have a chance of exploding. So to make them explode though, we need to go to Simulate, Emitters, and then Reproduce, and make Reproduce a child of the condition. So basically now this condition will activate once we are inside that range. And you'll notice that a new particle group is created from the Reproduce emitter. This will be our explosion. So what we want to do under Reproduce is go to Reproduction, and we'll change the count of particles to 1,500. And we'll also kill source so that the initial particle disappears once the particles explode. And we'll also change scatter to per particle. And so the last thing you basically have to do is go to properties under the Reproduce emitter and uncheck lifetime from infinite and create an expectation of 10 frames with a variance of 5 frames. So basically what this will do is it will give those particles that explode and reproduce, it will give them a lifetime. We want to do that so that the particles aren't infinitely on the screen. That won't look good for this case. So that's basically all you have to do. You can see now that we have fireworks. And one fun thing that you can do is if you go to the Reproduce emitter and you go to Properties, you can change the color of these to be multicolored. So we'll do a blue here, a green here, and a red in the middle. And so now you can see that these particles, when they explode, they turn a bunch of different colors. So that's one fun thing you could do. Um, you could also change the size of these. So we'll change the radius. It's under radius. So if you go to radius, you change the radius to 5 centimeters. So that will make them bigger. You can't really see it on this screen, but if you go to Redshift render view, they should appear bigger. Yep, it doesn't show up in the like your work view, but if you go to the render, you can see that they'll be bigger. So that's another thing you could do. And you can really, there's a lot of adjustments you can make to make these to your liking, but that's basically all you have to do. You need, to recap, you need a basic emitter, you need a gravity, you need a condition, and under that condition you need a reproduction emitter. And those four things are basically all you need. It's real simple, real fun, and yeah, thanks for watching.